the 2K Sports pregame show, brought to you by Sprite.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal on 2K Sports, and the NBA season is about to begin. And coming up in just a bit, tip-off will be live from Oakland as the Warriors go up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. And for Cleveland, there's been a lot of discussion about them in the offseason, and even though today won't count in the standings, still such an exciting day in the NBA, watching the teams take the court for the first time. Hey, Shaq, this Warriors team can pick you apart.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Glad you're here with us tonight for this Monday night presentation. A contest between conferences, Oracle Arena, Oakland, California, where the Warriors take their home floor. And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. The two stars, LeBron and Love, at the 3 and the 4. Iman Shumpert is out there with Irving, and it's Mozgov in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Count the bucket. Curry's got the first 3 points of the night up on the board for the Warriors. Now LeBron.
The Warriors last season voted the most fun team to watch in the NBA. Easy to see why. Arguably the greatest shooting backcourt in NBA history, and a lot of great passers, too.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Kev, I caught up with Coach David Blatt. One player that he's talked to his guys a lot about is Stephen Curry. He said Curry's one of the premier shooters in the game, and he's got that quick trigger. We really have to be tight to him, get physical, and try to get him on his heels as much as possible. Guys, Curry is an excellent free throw shooter. We'll see if they can do that without fouling him.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. Here's Irving, and he finishes nicely on the layup. And you watch the Warriors, Clark. They're having fun playing out there. Great chemistry on the floor and in the locker.
Yeah, it looks like a bit of a college atmosphere.
It does.
Their harmony and chemistry is outstanding. A lot of youthful enthusiasm. And remember, despite their success, this is still one of the youngest teams in the league.
The drive by James, and Love throws it down.
The defense just couldn't recover in time.
Yeah, the D pretty much went brain neutral on that one, Clark. Wouldn't
yes,
you?
Sir. I like that phrase.
Yeah, I don't use that phrase very often, but to me that's what happened. He shifted the brain into neutral.
Yes, he did.
That was embarrassing.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Cavaliers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Irving kicks to Mozgov. He dishes it to James. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Well, they just gave him 2 points. Defensively, you're going to have to tighten things up here. That's not a good sign.
Thompson from long range. Love grabs the board.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
Yeah, not enough defensive coverage there to prevent him from firing that time. But, yeah, I think if he's open, he's got to let that thing fly. Great-looking bounce pass to set up that play.
Well, Kevin Love is really a player who I think befuddles pundits because the numbers say he's a superstar, probably a top 5 player, but then he's never been to the playoffs. To that, I would simply say basketball is a team game. Individuals don't take teams to the playoffs. So despite that, there are some left wondering if his numbers are greater than his actual impact on the team. I'm not one of them.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
You got to put bodies on the glass right there. They just are not getting it done on the boards.
Yeah, they've got to do a much better job of going harder than that to the glass.
And for Love, the other reason for the skepticism, he's not a chiseled, overpowering athlete. He's not flashy. Maybe he doesn't look like a superstar, but his game speaks for itself. Just the strength and the skill.
Now here's James. From 8, and he nails the jumper. James has got his second bucket of the night.
Well, they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
Well, and that's why they're on this run, guys. They're getting the ball inside and getting really high percentage looks.
And one thing for sure, last season the Timberwolves were a disaster when Kevin Love went to the bench.
That's for sure, Kevin. I mean, when he was on the floor, they outscored opponents significantly. When he sat, their offense basically imploded.
This quarter has not been his best. The defense may be starting to affect him a little bit.
LeBron drives in, pushing their lead to double digits. LeBron's got 6.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint. Now you
got to make a defensive adjustment here, Clark. Time to collapse inside, force the ball back out in the perimeter, make them beat you from long range.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Andrew Bogut. He's checked in for Green. Lee comes in for Harrison Barnes. Leandro Barbosa. He's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Lee with the steal. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And Leandro Barbosa, the bucket on the assist by Bogut.
You know, the height difference there is huge, but he canceled it out with great body control in the air.
Exactly, Steve. He got to the hoop and wouldn't allow himself to be manhandled by the big boy.
And it's Smith penetrating. And the pass to Thompson. The feed to Varejao. Rebounded by Bogut. Warriors trail by 6.
The Cavs were an all-out mess last year, and a lot of that was because of their depth. They just did not have the punch off the bench to keep leads or bring them back into games.
Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Kyrie Irving. Oh, trying for it. Smith with it. He's picked up by Lee. Here's Thompson. The baseline jumper goes down.
And they got exactly what they wanted right there. Really high percentage look.
The Warriors have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Here's Livingston. Can't hit, so Cleveland will take it the other way. Here is Varejao. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. The drive by James. Thompson left side. Here's Smith. And that's collected by Bogut.
I'm not sure about that shot, guys. The defense really all over.
Here's Iguodala. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And you know, if you're on defense and you're going to foul, make sure it's a good one. They did, preventing the and one.
That one is no good. Cleveland leading by 7. Varejao dishes to Smith. There's the lob to the hoop. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Down low, here's Iguodala, and it's good, assisting on the play with Livingston.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
Yeah, me too, Clark. I think anytime you have success pounding the ball inside, you got to continue to go to the well.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
And the points they're getting in the lane will really help them open up the floor.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Andre Iguodala, a free agent going into last season. He showed a lot of patience, even letting more lucrative offers lapse as he held out for the slim chance that the Warriors could clear the space to sign him.
So on the floor for Cleveland, they've got Matthew Dellavedova. Mozgov is out there with Kevin Love. And it's Smith, and it's Shumpert in at the shooting guard position. Cavaliers leading.
And you talk about Iguodala holding out for the Warriors. I mean, it shows just how much he wanted to be a part of this team. He felt they were one piece away, and he hoped he could be that player.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Irving's checked in. Curry against Irving. Here's Lee, and the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
Well, I tell you, that's outstanding determination to track that rebound down and fight his way to the bucket for the throwdown.
Clark, that is the effort they're going to need for the rest of this game.
And not just on the offensive glass, Kevin, but all over the floor.
For the finish, and the dunk by Barnes.
The defense to start and ignite that play was terrific, and I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
And now that they have the lead, they might even want to get more aggressive. Defensively, really attack, try to come up with more steals.
And Iguodala playing 2 seasons ago in Denver, eliminated, ironically enough, by the Warriors in the playoffs. And Steve, he got a chance to really see the team firsthand.
Yeah, no doubt. Great fans, the coaching staff, the team camaraderie. It all made an impression, and I think he saw the fit, and he thought that he could help this team accomplish great things.
It's Curry outside. Curry with another miss.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Irving with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Mozgov kicks to Irving. Nails the 16-footer. And it's a 3-point Cleveland lead.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Thompson with the bucket.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
And it's Smith penetrating. Here's Irving. And that one's good. Irving's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Green rejected by Mozgov. Irving passes the shot. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam. Well, Clark. A clear lane to the basket and the emphatic jam.
And that is outstanding attacking basketball.
Well, he had no choice but to take that one to the bucket.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Gentlemen, Steph Curry's such an incredible outside shooter. He makes impossible shots look easy. Draymond Green said he expects those shots to go in. He said, I'm, quote, amazed when he doesn't make it. Nonetheless, it's still amazing. I guess that's a contradiction. I'm used to seeing it, but it never gets old. Kevin, I bet we can agree with that.
No doubt, Doris. One of the best shows in basketball. Thank you.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
Well, it's become one of the stories of the first half, Clark, just piling up points in the paint.
3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Irving attacking. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Irving's got 8 points.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. The Warriors shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. The first one falls.
At the line of your Warriors, Andrew Bogut.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
Well, it was really good to see Andrew Bogut healthy last season. And he reminded everybody, when he's right, he's a live, active body, a significant presence defensively. He's able to play above the rim, and he even showed he could finish alley-oops with regularity.
Now Cleveland moving it up. Shumpert dishes to Love. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. And now a 9-point Cavalier lead. It's Thompson off the drive, and Irving comes to help. Shoots the 3, and Klay Thompson hits from deep. Thompson's got 10 points.
Looks like he's finding his touch now because the shots are starting to fall.
Irving kicks to Shumpert. Goes up on the wing. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. And the Cavaliers lead by 8.
Textbook right there. Nice pass, great catch, beautiful finish.
Curry can't get it to go.
Just an enormous advantage for them on the boards.
Guys, the key to the lead, to me, has been they've dominated the glass. It's that simple.
Here's Thompson. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but threw the foul, and he'll go to the line. J.R. Smith picks one up.
It's been a good night for Thompson. He's got 10 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point lane.
I'm sure they'd like to get him a few more of those, so look for them to run some screens for him, try to pop him open.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Barbosa comes in for Green, and it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. And And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Mozgov. Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. LeBron's checked in for Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Iman Shumpert. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
And the Warriors making a change here. Iguodala's checked in. LeBron with it. Barbosa picks him up. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play.
On the wing, James. Covered by Bogut. Here's Irving. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Boy, we don't see that too often. No defender on him, and he just clanks the open jumper.
Boy, they're really battling, guys. Not sitting back, being aggressive, attacking when they have the chance. I like that.
Yeah, not kind of a... approach is going to serve them well. It's gotten them to the line more than a few times this quarter.
Lee's checked in for Andrew Bogut. And Barbosa drops them both.
Well, it's been 4 years now since the new ownership group took over in Golden State, and I think they've got to be proud of how they've turned this organization around in a short time. 2 straight trips to the playoffs. That actually equaled their total over the previous 20 seasons.
36 seconds left in the second quarter. And he gets it to go.
His shooting's been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons his team is up in this game.
And the Warrior ownership group bought the team for a then record $450 million back in 2010. But the team was recently valued, Steve, at $800 million.
Well, some of that is winning. Some of that is the new CBA. But regardless, I mean, they've doubled their season ticket base to over 14,000. And they've actually cut it off there. There's a waiting list now to buy season tickets.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Iguodala, and he dunks it down.
Boy, the kind of moments you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Ooh, turning defensive pressure into offensive.
And we've reached half. The second half just about to get going here. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
You know, he spoils us with his performances game in and game out, and so far just another big scoring night for him.
Typically when he puts up that many points in the first half, he's going to follow it up with a better second half. We'll see if that happens here.
Steph, Klay, and Dre on the perimeter. Harrison Barnes is out there with Draymond Green. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
Ah, that's bringing it down hard. Clark, bringing it down hard.
Love is known for how explosive he can be on offense, but he still gets knocked on for his defensive prowess or lack thereof. He seems to be tiring of it, though, and his put in a lot of work. I think he's gotten better. It's a good thing he showed up today, because without him, this team would be in big trouble.
It's LeBron with the drive, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession.
He had no choice but to lunge for that pass to stop it from getting through.
Well, that was a good job. It could have been a quick bucket if he doesn't knock it out of bounds there.
Cleveland moving it around. Irving passes to Mozgov. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession. I remember last season when Tyson Chandler had remarks about Love's defense, and Love just brushed it off. It's something he's heard before and has followed him even in his rise to the highest ranks of the NBA.
And I think it's been a bit of an overhyped and overstated problem for him. I mean, he does so much more on the court than people think. I don't think he'll ever be an NBA All-Star defender, but he's more than capable of holding his own at that end of the floor.
Curry wide open. Another miss by Curry.
He has not been on his game, and their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not helped the situation.
Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. Terrible turnover.
Timofey Mozgov, 7'1", a shot blocker and rebounder. Still pretty foul prone defensively, but he has really become an interior presence.
Thompson for the triple. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Mozgov's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. He feeds it to LeBron. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession. And Mozgov offensively can get you some nice second chance buckets.
Yeah, and I like the fact, Kevin, that he's a decent roll man in the pick and roll, and he can knock down the three-pointer on occasion. So, nice combination for that big guy.
Here's Green, and it's good.
Boy, he crashed the boards with purpose right there. Well-deserved second chance points for him.
The Cavaliers leading by 4. Irving attacking.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here.
Iguodala dishes to Thompson. Green using his post move to get the 2 points. Green's got 4 this quarter. Now, here is Irving. He's got 11. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
Up and in on every one of their first 3 shots to start the second half.
Got a piece of it. And that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Good on that shot, and with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Thompson. LeBron drives in. Mozgov with the bucket. Mozgov's got 10 points.
Well, it's been a great start for this offense here in the second half. 4 for 4.
Irving against Curry. Kicks it to Thompson. From deep three-point range. It's rebounded by Cleveland. They've led by as many as 11 points. Every year there are a handful of teams in the Eastern Conference that buck the trend against the West, and last year Cleveland was one of them.
And Kevin, as you said, most teams in the East struggled out of conference, but Cleveland was pretty solid against the West. And I think they'll be even better with LeBron.
Absolutely.
And for the Cavs, it didn't show up in the win column, but a lot of their losses to teams out West were close competitive games.
Well, really, it was against the Southwest Division they struggled. A lot of East teams struggled against those teams, though. 6 teams from the East had 1 or less wins against the division all season.
Always tough when the East goes out West.
And it's Iguodala with the jam.
Yeah, he put himself in great position to finish that break off, guys.
Yep, right to the rack.
Irving kicks to Shumpert. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. 13 points for Iman Shumpert.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
No one covering.
You can just see his confidence rising every time he knocks one down beyond the arc.
Irving attacking. Dishes it to LeBron. Out to Shumpert. Shoots from the baseline. Green for 2 points. Shumpert's got 15.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
Thompson outside. The rebound by Kevin Love. Love's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. He lobs it up. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Green. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Yeah, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And that's the play we're going to remember when this game is all said and done.
LeBron with the bucket.
You can't let him that close to the basket. It's almost a guaranteed finish when he gets into the paint.
The drive by Green. Out to Thompson. Buries the long-range jumper. Thompson's got 24.
Boy, he's lighting it up from long range this half, really taking advantage of the defense.
Leandro Barbosa. He's checked in for Golden State. Livingston comes in for Curry, and then for Cleveland. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Love. Thompson comes in for Shumpert, and it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving. They get it back. Varejao passes to Smith. Poked away, and that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession.
16 seconds.
There's 42 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And they're unable to get the tying basket there.
Boy, you wonder what the score of this game would be if they weren't pulling down all these rebounds.
Love what I'm seeing from them in the paint.
It's stolen by Smith. LeBron dishes to Varejao.
How nice was that alley-oop? Those two really have a good connection.
Yeah, read each other so well. It's a play I'm sure, Clark, they love to run.
And as the receiver, he didn't feel like he had the need to go for the monster finish. Just laying it in, making sure he got the points.
Lee with the steal. From deep, Green. He hits the buzzer beater.
That's a crucial three, Kev. They've cut it close going into the fourth. They've still got a chance.
Well, we have the chance now, folks. Let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
I was hoping we'd get a chance to see this one again. Thank you, Lonnie, and the truck for showing. But it's passing like this that makes the basketball purists happy. This is the beauty of the game right here.
The Warriors trailing. A moment now to reset the lineups. Brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. So on the floor for Cleveland. Thompson and Varejao at the 4 and 5. Matthew Dellavedova is out there with Smith. And it's James in at the small forward. Scooped up. Feeds it to Thompson. Second shot opportunity, and the jumper is good.
What a display of offense we've seen today, and it's only getting better.
Well, both defenses have been on their heels all day, and it's begun to take its toll.
Thompson outside to take the lead. Here's Lee. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Lee's got it all tied up now for the Warriors. Well, the Cavaliers shooting has been brilliant in this game. 67% from the floor. James kicks to Smith. Smith missing again. Warriors have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. shots coming up.
Obvious foul. Yeah, he took a hit right there and earned those free throws. The Cavs just never really built any consistency last year for long stretches. And, you know, when that happens, it's hard to get wins away from home.
Andre Iguodala is checked in for Golden State. Curry comes in for Sean Livingston. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Bergeron. Love comes in for Tristan Thompson. Iman Shumpert's checked in for J.R. Smith. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Matthew Dellavedova. Cleveland, as you said, struggling on the road last year. Only 14 road wins. It's not going to cut it.
Defense better watch out. They better be alert because this guy can make threes, as we saw in the first half.
And Curry throws it down. There is just... No way, Clark, to tell who is going to pull this one out.
You know what, Kevin? I think looking at this game, it may very well come down to one crucial key play.
Yeah, 6 lead changes so far. So which team can come up with that big play you're talking about, Clark? That's going to be interesting.
Irving passes to Mozgov. 13 feet away. That one off the back iron and out. Well, a big part of the problem for Cleveland last year was talent on the roster. So you can assume things will be different, Clark, on the road for him this season.
Things are going to be different in a lot of ways as long as LeBron is leading the way. And they'll be on the same page. He'll make sure of that. So look for a lot different outcomes in Cleveland.
Cut the bucket.
They're not going to run that play very often. But, hey, they'll take it. Way to notch that 3.
Golden State's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Lee kicks to Curry. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Cavaliers have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. LeBron dishes to Irving. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got his 9th assist in the game now.
I'll tell you what, until this defense gets out and defends the three-point line, it's going to be a parade.
Yeah, we've already seen 3 in a row from out there.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Draymond Green comes in for David Lee. And it's Klay Thompson in for Leandro Barbosa. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Kevin, during that last break, I heard the Warriors coach as he addressed his team. He let his players know that they've got to do a better job on defense. He said they're scoring any way they want. We've got to show some pride here. Let's make a stand defensively, get us stops, and get on a run of our own. Do they have it in them, Kevin?
Thank you, Doris.
Wow, just doing loads of damage from long range today, guys. And there's another.
Tell you what, this game very well could hinge on this 3-point shot.
A 3-ball. Shumpert, no good.
Good solid defense on the perimeter there. Challenging the shot and not fouling.
Even the best shooters can be bothered by his defense. Rise and hide and throw the hoop down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Yeah, what a way to wrap up that possession.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. LeBron passes to Irving. That's short off the rim.
Boy, they almost tied it up with that shot.
Boy, they're this close here in the fourth quarter. Scrapping back into it.
Thompson with the bucket.
You know, he's showing some kind of a killer instinct this quarter, trying to stretch this lead out.
The Cavaliers trail by 5. LeBron kicks to Shumpert. And another miss by Cleveland.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball. Good.
York to tack some more points onto this lead.
Those are the kind of possessions they can build on and begin to pull away here.
Irving drives in. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, Irving has simply been great. He's got 19 points, and he's drained 3 3-point bombs so far.
Tell you what, he should not hesitate to keep firing from out there because he's got the touch tonight.
So the first one drops, and that turns the lead to 6. And so Irving nails both of them.
Boy, they needed those 2 free throws to go down. They're definitely within striking distance now.
On offense, here are the Warriors. They're on a 13-5 run here. Thompson with the bucket.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
Yeah, I think that's what's keyed this run, Clark, because they're keeping the ball moving. The defense hasn't been able to set up.
The drive by James. Off on the layup.
The defense was ready for him that time, and they had to be. He is so powerful in the lane.
Out to Johnson. Lets it go from deep. No good. Some solid defense there from Irving. The Cavaliers trail by 8. Mozgov dishes to Shumpert. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Curry's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Iguodala kicks to Green. That one falls. Coming off Iguodala's feet. Iguodala's got 4 assists now tonight. 1:16 left in the 4th quarter. The drive by LeBron. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Now that was pretty. That was just a nice-looking reverse jam right there.
Use the rim, Clark, to protect the ball, I think, too, a little bit.
Yeah, did a nice job with it.
Yeah, no question, Kevin. Great awareness and terrific finish.
And that basket was going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
Cleveland's gone past the 3-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. And stolen by Barnes.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, going through the motions. So it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Warriors.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
And that produced great fruit for him in transition.
LeBron kicks to Irving. To the paint. Here's Mozgov. Great D that time from Green.
And excellent interior defense. They're good rotations.
No doubt about it, Steve. He's a real presence inside. Takes up a lot of space.
Thompson passes to Curry. Curry with another miss.
Tell you what, the defense has nothing to worry about out there with him shooting. I mean, he can't dial it in from deep this half at all.
Irving against Curry. Irving can't get it to go. Barnes with it. Curry kicks to Green. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here.
Warriors ball. 19 seconds on the shot clock.
8 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one.
Substitution.
Livingston dishes to Bogut. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And the Warriors miss again. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night, and these guys might want to watch the tape of this game the next time they have a bad night to remind themselves how dominant they can be.
Well, this is one of those dream-like games for a coach.
And now, down to Doris Burke, who is courtside, standing by with our Jordan Player of the Game. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, thank you. I'm with Klay Thompson.